Hey guys, how's it going? Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. How about you? Are you doing well? Yeah, no, maybe? I don't fucking care. Actually, I do, because I care about my fans. I'm gonna stream for a tiny bit, and then this video will be uploaded as a what do you call channel update. And well, we got a bit to talk about, because I'm out on the road now, finally. And I feel like a channel update is needed for a couple of reasons. And one of those reasons is because my schedule is so freaking random that I really have no idea what a good stream timeline will eventually have. I'm fixing to do something right now with Spike and Luna and Poison. We're planning the podcast recording every other Monday through Wednesday. I stream on the phone every Tuesday and or I'm going to start streaming on my phone every Tuesday and Thursday, talking about trucking tips and tricks, so on and so forth. The trucking stream that I've been kind of wanting to do for a little bit, it gives me something to do. It gives me something to think about, and I think we're most likely going to keep doing that until I end up running out of things to talk about. But at this rate, I don't think I'm going to run out of things to talk about, especially when it comes to trucking. As for gaming, not very sure. I would absolutely love to just, you know, install a freaking modem or something, or some kind of Wi-Fi modem thing in this truck, and you know, give myself like the best fucking Wi-Fi ever. Just like the last truck that I was in with this company, this truck has a power inverter right underneath the sleeper, so you know, at least I could hang out on my laptop right before I go to sleep. I have this fan game called Clone Hero that I've been trying out, and it's basically like Frets on Fire, except it's so much fucking better. And actually, speaking of you know, Guitar Hero fan games, I think Clone Hero is most likely just going to be forever the one Guitar Hero game I'll always have, for more or less one reason, and that is because Activision refuses to give us a good Guitar Hero game. Now, with that being said, Rock Band 4 is a thing on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, so, you know, whenever me and Spike want to stream on Twitch, or want to stream Rock Band 4, we'll most likely do that on Twitch, or we'll do that on YouTube, if we could find a way to get our Xbox to stream to our laptop, or one of our laptops, or even Chalonor's desktop when he ends up moving in to the apartment me and Spike are about to move in about next month. Speaking of which, I can't exactly remember what day me and Spike intend on moving into our apartment, but it will be in October, and as soon as we get moved in and settled down into our apartment, that's basically when we're going to negotiate over everything that we want. Because Spike will be bringing his own stuff with him. He has his own chair. He has his own TV, or at least he's going to be his dad's going to be giving him a TV that he doesn't entirely use, but he'll be getting his own TV. He has his own Xbox One, and he has his own PlayStation 4 and a Nintendo Switch. So at least we won't be bored with much of anything. My bills are actually starting to stack up on me because bills have not been getting paid because of some errors and such that has been just going left and right for the company, between me and my company that I'm working with now, or working for now. But other than that, it's pretty much going fairly well. I'm having the time of my life right now, or supposedly, or supposed to be having the time of my life right now. It's actually very relaxing, come to think of it. And when it comes to streaming and gaming, I'm more or less in the zone, if you guys know what I mean. And streaming and gaming to me is probably the equivalent to I don't know, breathing or eating food, or just general everyday living. It clicks, it works for me. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love doing it, and if I could do it every freaking day, I would. The point being that things are going to happen on this channel that are most likely not going to be what's the word, in my control. There is going to be some times where you won't hear from me, you won't see a video, or I might miss an entire week of videos or recording or streaming or whatnot. And that is mainly because I'm working pretty much very hard, with the company that I'm working for, in and more or less trying to accommodate living for me and eventually Spike, and eventually Challenor, and then eventually everybody else that I'm going to attempt to move down to Georgia with me, Spike, and Challenor. With that also being said, Georgia has I want to say almost an influx of jobs, and it's perfect living for me. At least it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's more or less in that perfect zone. I really enjoy living in northern Georgia. And I got my parents, or I guess at this rate my dad, to thank for getting the job that he has now as a project manager for a hotel company. And my dad's a very, very busy person when it comes to his job, and now I'm becoming a very busy, very more or less successful person in the field that I work in as a truck driver. Now, what my what my family doesn't realize is that I happen to also be a very busy person on the internet. I run a wrestling group on a website called Roblox, which, you know, a lot of you might know that I run a Roblox wrestling group, and I enjoy it. I enjoy running this said Roblox wrestling group. I do enjoy it. I enjoy hosting. I enjoy doing shows. I enjoy everything there is about hosting and running a wrestling group on Roblox. My family does know that I like gaming. I like streaming. And I like calling myself One Death Eater. They don't know why I like calling myself One Death Eater, and honestly, I don't really know why I like calling myself One Death Eater. There has been some times where I've attempted to change my YouTube name to something that's more, you know, more reasonable, but, you know, One Death Eater has stuck to me like I don't know, like peanut butter and jelly, basically. And you know, there's been some times where I wasn't doing so well when it came to YouTube. There has been some times where I wasn't doing very well when it came to streaming as well. And you know, for the longest time, I did not have the best technology. And you know, at the moment, I'm still running things off of a freaking laptop. I mean, that's all that, you know, I could afford right now is, you know, a laptop that could hold so many games at once. It's a 900 gigabyte, almost 1,000. I think, what is it? 1,000 gigabytes is a terabyte. I don't know. I'm not very smart when it comes to you know, computers or whatever. I only know how to turn it on, install a game, and play said game. So, you know, I'm not very computer smart. I leave all of that to Challenor and Spike. So really, at the end of the day, it's just more or less just you know, just random stuff, I guess, that's just going on. So here's the plan for my channel then. Because I don't think much of anything is going to freaking change between now and next month. It's most likely going to be a very slow September, and it's going to be very slow for a couple of good reasons, and that is mainly because me and Spike are getting ready to move to another apartment. Between now and then, a couple things might happen, but I know for sure that I'm not going to stop doing my trucking streams every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I will stream every now and then when I'm on my laptop whenever I get home once a week. You know, I thoroughly enjoy streaming, like I said, and it's more or less every time I get home, I try to stream at least once. And you know, I do enjoy streaming. I do enjoy, you know, making videos and all. So eventually, I guess what will most likely happen, as soon as me and Spike will settle down and you know, we're all moved in and everything. What we will most likely do is Spike is going to start streaming on a daily basis on the Round Table Gaming channel. And next year in 2018, Spike and Luna intend on streaming together with Stardew Valley, because the multiplayer that is getting ready to come out sometime next year. There are some games in which I'm more or less interested in streaming or recording or doing one or the other. We're most likely going to have another Grand Theft Auto online session with me, Spike, and Challenor. And then when Luna gets some better technology, or if he ever moves down here, he'll be moves down to Georgia, he'll most likely play along with us. So it just really depends on, at this point, you know, what happens between now and next year. And well, I guess I should say between now and the end of next year, because you really never know what's going to happen. I might end up getting picked up by a network or by a YouTuber to do whatever, or I don't know, someone big might pick me up. Just really depends. And you guys should know by now that I'm a big Yogscast fan, and if anything, one of my big dreams is to become a member of the Yogscast and basically, you know, stream with them, play games with them, and you know, become more or less big in the world of YouTube and maybe Twitch. With that also being said, still looking forward for Blog TV to eventually come back and you know, make its presence known. I'm hoping that, you know, we'll get an update before the holiday season comes around. And you know, I've been praying, or well, not really praying, I've been hoping that Blog TV will come out around the holidays this year, just like I've been kind of hoping that it would most likely come out in the holidays last year. But you know, I'm guessing the beta is going very well. You know, I'm not, you know, saying that they should rush the website. I mean, we haven't had a proper update in a while, so I might get into contact with you know, one of the Blog TV admins, or you know, with someone that is running Blog TV, or you know, someone that's helping development with Blog TV right now, and more or less ask the question, what's going on? You know, I think we deserve an update, you know, at this point in time. We haven't heard from you guys in a while. We know that the beta is going very well, but you know, kind of want an update at this point. It's been like it's been several months. I think it's been at least half a year since we've gotten an update. At least half a year, if not maybe more or less. But you know, like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm more or less, you know, I guess it's called getting impatient. But you know, at this point in time, more or less just got to keep waiting, keep hoping that, you know, someday they'll do an update, they'll say something, or they'll even announce when they're intending on, you know, opening up the website. Now, what I can most likely predict, and this is just a prediction, this isn't me with inside information, this is more or less a prediction, because this is more or less from, you know, watching the open house event this time last year. So, and for those of you that don't know about the open house event that happened last year, it was more or less a lag fest of errors. I mean, the site technically crashed, I want to say. And there's a lot that was going on, you know. So what I'm most likely going to predict right now is that Blog TV is more or less going to open up first for North America, and most likely going to just, you know, slowly open it up for at most likely different times at the day. Say, like, I'm gonna say a random time, like noon, for example. It'll open up noon on the East Coast for the East Coast people, and then noon Central Time for those living in Central Time, and then so on and so forth. So Blog TV, I'm more or less predicting that when it is ready to open up, it's going to open up very slowly. And I'm looking forward for that. I mean, you know, I live on the East Coast, so even if I have to wait a while for Blog TV to make its, you know, official return, then it's not really going to be a problem. I don't know. I mean, when should we expect Blog TV to make its return? Well, let's take a look at the facts real quick. Blog TV has been in a beta for over a year, for a full year. It's been at least an entire year since Open House happened. And as a Vivid fan of the old Blog TV, I was more or less pretty pissed at some of these haters, trolls, whatever you want to call them, that were more or less making fun of the supposed failure that happened at the open house. And that wasn't a failure. I mean, at that point, the website was still technically in alpha, and you know, it's still going through a closed beta. I don't know if they're going to open up the website to an open beta, which personally, I think that's a fine idea. I think if you really want to iron out the rest of the bugs, I think they ought to open up Blog TV as an open beta until, you know, everything gets all finished, fine-lined, so on and so forth. And then have the website open. Without, you know, having to shut the servers down, roll out the official update or whatever, and then you know, open up the website just for it to, like, you know, crash again, because, you know, so many people are trying to get on at the same time. So Blog TV will be an eventual future for me. When the website does come out, though, as I've promised plenty of times before, Death Eater the Unknown will return officially on Blog TV. And I even have an official schedule that I'm currently creating with everybody else as part of the roundtable, because I know that I'm going to be streaming at least every Saturday at 1 p.m. on Blog TV when Blog TV comes back up. Another thing that I'm more or less concerned about is, you know, what about Twitch? Twitch is already available, but, you know, Twitch isn't really something that I can more or less accommodate with. I can't really use Twitch for the same reason that, you know, I can't use it on my phone. I can't use it the way I want to use it. Not to mention, I don't have very many followers on my own Twitch. And, you know, if I were to tell you guys to go to my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/OneDeathEater, for those of you that don't care to know, then, you know, I could promise you right now that, you know, not a lot of my fans will 4G right there. Better fucking connect. Alright, so anyways, before I lose connection again, I have been rambling on for a little bit, so I might as well go ahead and end the stream right here while I still can. I just left the Chattanooga area. I'm on Interstate 24 heading west, so I might as well just head off and then, you know, catch up with you guys, hopefully very, very much. Guys, you know, I'm more or less, the channel is getting there. It's just we're more or less just getting things all situated. We're getting me and Spike are getting. Come on, fucking cell towers like everywhere. Live or whenever I upload, mainly so whenever I know live, you can say hi or whatever, and so on and so forth. So anyways, if you like my content, hit the subscribe button, and again hit that notification button so you get notified whenever I go live streaming or whenever I upload something. You know, I got some things planned that are going to go out within the next month or so, hopefully. You know, I got some big things planned that involve this channel. And hopefully by the time Blog TV rolls around, we'll be doing Death Eater the Unknown on Blog TV. And I'll make an official date for when Blog TV, or no, not official date for Blog TV, but an official date for when I'm getting ready to do the official return for Death Eater the Unknown. I'll make an official date for it, so be on the lookout for that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Next time I get home, Spike has given me a challenge to do, so I'm going to do it. It is something that is actually very much well known around YouTube, and I'm going to give it a try for the hell of it. So I'm going to be doing something called a try not to laugh challenge, and this is a challenge that I've actually been you know, eyeballing for a little while, and you know, I think I could do it. I think I could do this challenge. So I'm gonna do it next time I get home, and hell, I'll even stream it, and then if I happen to laugh, then that's when the stream will end. We'll watch like a couple more. Well, anyways, I gotta fuel right now, so thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.